count up in intervals. Without it, I'm miserable. Don't wanna fall off, so I'm all in my bag. Thinking God like it's biblical. I know it's gonna solve every problem I have. I ball on the principle. Remember the teachers was all on my. Now look, all of them pitiful. And all of a sudden, I'm so good at math. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die. Uno, dos, tres. Big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give a if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give a if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Proceed with caution. I heard if you taste it, it only results in a hole in your heart. I take the whole cake and I won't leave a portion. It's only an organ. Thank God mama couldn't afford it. The loneliest orphan. I flip my misfortune and grow me a fortune. My rollie is scorching. They hated it slowly endorsing. Not coldly important. My beside me like Tommy and Martin. We ballin' your courtin'. This with your like we turning your heart in. She don't need a. She from all of the money we countin'. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die.
If young Metro don't trust you, hunger.
Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to?
Straight.
Do you know?
Me and my best friend, 7-Eleven. We can go legend, 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 yeah. Me and my best friend, 7-Eleven, yeah. We can go legend, we can go legend, yeah. We can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, yeah. With my best friend, 7-Eleven.
NBA playoffs have arrived as we kick it off with Game 1 in the East, right here on EA Sports. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at your former team, the Bulls. Coming into play, they'll need to hold on to home court advantage. It's critical in a 3-game series.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Denied by Porzingis.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Burke with it. Just getting going here in Game 1. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. A 3-point play right at the start, and it's 3-0. Bulls have it. To Markkanen. Markkanen slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about
it. To Porzingis. To Mikal Bridges. Deep left corner to Porzingis. Inside, he scores.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Markkanen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Burke with it. Leads one. Chicago basketball. Parker. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Burke with it. They trail by one. To Mikal Bridges. Oh, he had him there for a second. Curling inside. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Burke with it. Down three. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Markkanen. Shot from the lane won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Here comes the screen. To Mikal Bridges. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4 to Hardaway. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
To Cantor. Has a look. Scores from the post. Chicago possession. He's looking for that touch.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Parker with it. Up by 3. Fires the 3. Not that time. To Porzingis. And his Cantor above the rim.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Burke with it. They're down 3. Trey Burke. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
You know, sometimes it takes a little while to figure things out. Towards the end of the 17-18 season, Trey Burke finally looked like the guy who was drafted 9th overall. In fact, he looked even better, hungrier than I've ever seen him before. He even braided his hair to resemble his idol, Allen Iverson. I'd keep an eye out and see what he can do in this one.
Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Rises for the slam.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. New York in control of the basketball. To Mikal Bridges. Probing the defense. Mikal Bridges to Porzingis. It goes down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
I got ball.
To Markkanen. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
To Cantor. Canner with a shot that won't fall. New York Knicks basketball. Hardaway to Porzingis. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. To Porzingis. Won't go down. Defenders lucky he wasn't called.
The game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
TotallyCrossedOut. To Porzingis. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Bulls with the basketball. Has a chance. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. TotallyCrossedOut. And that's going to get out of bounds. So the Knicks keep possession. They're going to make some changes with some new Moutier to Mikal Bridges. Trying to cash in. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Done. Here's a chance from long range. The Knicks secured the rebound. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
It's easy. Force guys into low.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Has a look. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense.
No fading on that shot. Strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Moutier. The drive right to the basket. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Mikal Bridges to Moutier. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Has a chance. Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Moutier to Mikal Bridges. Had him going there for a second. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores. Whoa, that was like an express train. No local stops.
It's like you walking into the tunnel getting ready before this game. I saw you. You were locked in. You had the horse blinders on. You were myopic. Nobody was stopping you. You were focused.
Jay, there's a level we have to reach. Game in and game out. Gamers know what it's about. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Here comes the screen. To Lopez. Turns and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Moutier. Shot clock winding down. Trying to cash in. It's good.
And when you look at the Phoenix Suns right now, they have a very young team. They're led by young players. And when you get a chance to bring a guy like Mikal Bridges into your franchise, you automatically start to build the correct foundation to win a championship down the line. He comes to work early, he stays late, and there's no doubt about it. He is one of the most locked-in individuals you have as far as a team and being invested that you'll ever meet.
Mikal Bridges. Ah, rocking the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And throws it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Not that time. Mikal Bridges to Moutier. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
To Lopez. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Unable to connect on the free throw. Moutier with it up top. Up by 6. For 3, an example of why he's a 3-and-D guy. Mikal Bridges, tough shot.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Done. To Lopez. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. No!
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Offensive rebound. The follow won't go either. Tough make through traffic.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Possession lies with New York. Moutier. Probing the defense. No good. Defense catching a break there.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Bulls have it. To Lopez. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Moutier into the front court. Up 6. Moutier. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oh, they call him for the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Fires the three and knocks it down. And, Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Straight on three. At the boost, it's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Knicks will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New York Knicks. The Bulls are striking distance at the half. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Chicago Bulls.
Game trap.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first two quarters as we resume play here in the third. That's out of...
Let's bring the fire to him.
Knicks with the basketball. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lee. TotallyCrossedOut. Yes. Better odds for the defense. The shooter makes the pay.
Ed, that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Inside, he scores.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Lee with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Missed the foul shot. Gets it in the left corner to Parker.
Come here.
To Lopez. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They need something to go down. It's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Has a look with another basket there.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Lee with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to...
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Lee. Here comes the screen.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Lee. TotallyCrossedOut. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Lopez. Hand in his face, Still hits. You don't see that very often.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Lee, TotallyCrossedOut. Shot from the lane won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Lopez, and the finish, slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Parker. Now, big finish. Full head of steam that time.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
The jumper's off the mark.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. The possession lies with New York. Lee, TotallyCrossedOut. The shot rejected by Parker.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
Good shot. Hey, watch this screen.
Flushes it home.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
TotallyCrossedOut into the front court. 2-point advantage. To Lee. Has a chance. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Chicago with the possession. Around the perimeter. Parker. Off the mark. Well contested.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Defense making the ball handler work. To Lopez. Off the assist.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Trying to cash in. Missed that one. The defender was all over him.
You know, everyone gets lucky from time to time. You played the probability game perfectly on that possession.
He was hacked. They let it go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
To Lopez. No good. Oh, looked like he may have gotten him there.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
It's Chicago ball. To Lopez. Just off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Almost, but no good. To Lee. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Hardaway. Lee to Porzingis. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Porzingis. Missed it. Marketing. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And he hits.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Baseline drive. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you...
All right, let's do this.
Spinning shot. Won't fall. Beyond the arc for 3. That no good. Off the mark. Bulls come away with it. Takes advantage inside after the miss from the perimeter.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Porzingis to Ntilikina. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down. New York in control of the basketball. Ntilikina to Hardaway. Sizing up the defense. He's denied.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
All right, let's do this.
I beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 lie. My lie, 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 lie. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls are, I bet you can. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls are, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls are, I bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money on everybody. Painting wife, go money to something. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my visit? You're on the floor, I'm still holding my visit. Got me talking. Yeah, let me see you down there. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up, let me see you down there. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up, now bet you can. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up, let me see you down there. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up, now bet you can. My 9 to 5 looking like my hobby. I'm living life like a Marvel movie. Stay alive, say hi to my. Take a ride, let's go on my.
All right, here we go. To Lopez. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Bulls have it. A lot of contact. No whistle. Oh, they call the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Hardaway. To Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Levine. No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
To Markkanen. Shot from the lane won't go. Beyond the arc for 3. That one also no good. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
To Mikal Bridges. Trey Burke. A fundamental shot right there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Chicago ball. Inside, he scores.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
To Cantor. Trey Burke. Just off the mark. The shot blocked by KP.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You know, sometimes it takes a little while to figure things out. Towards the end of the 17-18 season, Trey Burke finally looked like the guy who was drafted 9th overall. In fact, he looked even better, hungrier than I ever seen him before. He even braided his hair to resemble his idol, Allen Iverson. I'd keep an eye out and see what he can do in this one.
To Hardaway. To Mikal Bridges. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Porzingis. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
He delivers with 2 free throws. Finishes strong.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To Hardaway. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Bulls with the rock. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive player is establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. To Cantor. To Mikal Bridges. To Porzingis. Fires the 3. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Chicago basketball. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play. To Porzingis. To Mikal Bridges. Has a chance. Here's the step back.
And when you look at the Phoenix Suns right now, they have a very young team. They're led by young players. And when you get a chance to bring a guy like Mikal Bridges into your franchise, you automatically start to build the correct foundation to win a championship down the line. He comes to work early, he stays late, and there's no doubt about it. He is one of the most locked-in individuals you have as far as a team and being invested that you'll ever meet.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Chicago with the possession. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Lopez. Denied by Porzingis.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Mikal Bridges. Gets it in the right corner. Turns and slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Mikal Bridges. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Porzingis for 2. Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Porzingis. And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Chicago possession.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. Fires the three. Is good.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Burke with it. Leads 3. To Porzingis. Scores from the post.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
To Porzingis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
They call this man the unicorn for a reason. It's a rarity to ever find talent like this. And KP is that miracle that Knicks fans have been waiting for years.
Lopez. It's no good. Defender did just enough to force the tough shot.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Hardaway. To Mikal Bridges. Porzingis. Now that's a contest. KP with the swat.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Oh, he blocked it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Mikal Bridges, top of the key. To Mikal Bridges. To Hardaway. Cantor. Off the mark. Well contested.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Defense making the ball handler work. Oh, emphatic slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Hardaway. To Porzingis. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Denied by Cantor.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Knocked loose. To Cantor. Won't go down. Rocking the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Cantor. able to convert inside. Bowles with it. And look out.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Lee with the basketball. His team up by 1. He's looking for that touch.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
That misses with a second to go. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency. It was really high.
Yeah, I got to hedge the bet because I got to talk to the defense right now. You have to actually play defense on people to stop people in this league.
It's a 1-point game as we get rolling once again here in the second quarter.
Hey, watch this screen now.
And the finish, slam dunk.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Off the mark, not a high percentage shot. Bowles with the basketball. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Nilikina to Porzingis, leaving no doubt, slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one, counter. And gets both to drop at the line. The possession lies with New York. Nilikina to Lee. To Nilikina. Runner's good there.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
To Nilikina. Nilikina slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
I got ball.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Lee. Here comes the screen. Lee to Nilikina. To Lee. Markkanen with the stuff. Shot clock violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Bulls have it. That is great vision. Markkanen slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Lee. Screen coming. Lee. New York with 4 to shoot. Trey Burke. Almost, but no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Burke with it. Down 5. To Hardaway. Trey Burke. Jumper's good.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. It's Chicago ball. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Burke with it. 5-point game. To Hardaway. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's in the jeans. Tim Hardaway Jr. Hand in his face. Hits the tough 3.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, "Are you sure you want to give me the ball here?"
To Chris Dunn. Here's a chance from long range. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. To Lee. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. It's good. 3-pointer for Courtney Lee.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Chris Dunn. Shot by Dunn, no good. Inside, he scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here comes the screen. To Chris Dunn. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Got some for him. Hands up, hands up. Hands up. Big screen right there, big screen.
To Zach Levine. Lopez to Levine. 5 to shoot for the Bulls. Won't go. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. The screen sets him up for 2. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Hardaway. Porzingis. Knocks it down from mid-range. Missed it. Almost a nice follow-up on the dunk there.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Lee with the basketball, trailing by 4. To Lee. Nice pass to set things up. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Lee to Porzingis. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. Bulls with the rock.
Yeah, if I'm the teammate of that guy.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
The 7th pick overall. Larry Marketing had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a look. Cleans it up. And a put-back slam. Timeout here for the Knicks, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to shuffle things up. To Lee. To Cantor. Porzingis. To Cantor. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Chicago basketball. To Lopez. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. This will stay with the Bulls. Parker. Levine. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Lee with the basketball. Margins 8. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
In the slam. He dared them to get in the way.
So many players try to get pretty with the game. They want to dance, they want to do all these tricks, maybe a God sham dive. But sometimes you got to revert back to the old school style of the way we play the game. Just put your head down and stop me if you can.
To Porzingis. A big finish at the rim.
And easy to get back on defense.
Chicago with the possession.
Hey, watch the screen left.
With another basket there.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Zach LaVine. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You know, when I think about Zach LaVine, I almost think about a high-priced sports car that is stuck in third gear. Now, the things he can do in third gear is off the charts. I'd rather have that problem than not have it. But it always leaves you wondering, what if we got this car to fourth, fifth, maybe even sixth gear? Now, that could be something.
Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Porzingis. to Lee. Driving right to the basket. Treyberg buries it on the catch and shoot.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. They'll get it down low to low and throws it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Hey, lock up.
To Porzingis. Lee. Layup goes down. Well done.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Defense making the ball carrier work. To Lopez. Marking it to Lopez. Nice pass to set things up.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Porzingis. To Cantor. Cantor shot off the mark. Parker. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Ed, there's certain players that when you look at them, you say, just something seems slightly off. But it finally seems like Jabari Parker's rounding back into form. Just remember a couple of years ago, he was averaging 20 points per night.
It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando as we go from Jay to Jalen. It's Jalen Rose with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
To Porzingis. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
No, you can't guard you out there.
To Levine. To Parker. No good, and no foul.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Lee to Porzingis. Shot clock winding down. Lee cleans it up. Parker grabs the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. To Parker. 4-3. At his core, he is dangerous. Jabari Parker, wide open, drills it.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash.
Whoa, what a finish.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
He gets it.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Chicago possession. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Lee with the basketball. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. For 3. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Parker, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Trey Burke gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Cantor. Trey Burke. He buries it.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Nice pass to get things going.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Here comes the screen. To Hardaway. And scores on the step back.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
New York in control of the basketball. Porzingis. To Hardaway. Probing the defense. Hardaway. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Hardaway knocks it down.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. Seemed like in the first half things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Shot from the lane won't go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called the power.
Flushes it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Knicks with the basketball. The drive right to the basket, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Inside, he scores.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Trying to cash in, shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. To the rim, lays it up and in.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Mikal Bridges. Scores from the post. Bulls with it. Takes stock of the floor. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ntilikina with the basketball. His guys down big. To Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Markkanen slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Ntilikina into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Porzingis. Just not going down.
Here's a message to the defender. I know you're here physically, but I have zero clue where you are mentally. You have to contest a shot. That's what defense means.
Off the assist.
It's always those sneaky athletic ones. These guys get you every time. Hashtag team don't sleep.
Ntilikina with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Ntilikina. Hand in his face. Still hits. You don't see that very often.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Bulls with the basketball. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Ntilikina. To Porzingis. He's denied.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Mikal Bridges. To Ntilikina. It's a big finish. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Markkanen. Here comes the screen. Not that time. To Ntilikina. Nice finish at the rim. Now the Bulls will take the timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Chris Dunn. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. New York Knicks basketball. Runner here, won't go. To Chris Dunn. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Ntilikina. To Lee. Screen coming. Lee. Has a chance. The rebound cleared by the Bulls. Got a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Ntilikina. count the bucket for 2.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Bulls have it. To Chris Dunn. From long range. Can't get the bounce. 20-footer at the buzzer. The Bulls clear the rebound. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. Nice cushion for the Bulls. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. A mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
It's Chicago ball. Cashes in for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
With another basket there.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
To Chris Dunn. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Ntilikina to Lee. Here comes the screen. Lee to Ntilikina. Curling inside. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. New blood coming in for both sides. New York with 4 to shoot. Yes, for every tough shot you make, buy one, get one free.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. To Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine doing what he does best. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Knocked loose. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
And it's not just about blocking shots. It's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks. To Lee. Ntilikina. Here comes the screen. To Ntilikina. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, stays out. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender was still right there.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
It's a turnover as they head the other, and look out. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Possession lies with New York. Nilikina. Terrific vision. And the finish at the rim.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Throws it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Nilikina into the front court. Down a bundle. And counted at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
I got him. Here we go.
To Levine. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. The possession lies with New York. Blocked away by Markkanen.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Porzingis. To Nilikina. To Mikal Bridges. To Nilikina. And draws the foul.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Oops, he missed the first one. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Bulls with the rock. Here's Lopez, down low. The pass set it all up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Hardaway. The shot rejected by Parker.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to...
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Lopez. Denied by Cantor.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Levine. KP with the swat.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody...
Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Mikal Bridges. To Cantor. Inside, he scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Chicago basketball. To Markkanen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. To Zach Levine. That's out of bounds off a ball. Substitution being made in this one. To Porzingis. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Trey Burke. Yes.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Chicago with the possession. They'll get it down low to Lopez. It goes down.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Burke with it. His guys down big. Can't connect. To Lopez. Levine. Cruises inside for 2.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Porzingis. Not going down for him this time. To Markkanen. Markkanen slams it down.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season, ending the year all-rookie first team. Even Executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
To Markkanen. Defender was right there. He has to know better. New York in control of the basketball. To Mikal Bridges. Beyond the arc for 3. He's got it for 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Burke with it. He'll run the offense. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Parker. To Markkanen. Parker had made his first couple, but he misses there. Burke with it. Looking to make something happen. Fires the 3. Gathered in by Parker.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Off the iron. It came out. Mikal Bridges. Slam dunk. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Chicago possession. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Ah, the monster stuff.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Easy pad to the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Lopez. Big finish at the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Trey Burke, that's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Markkanen. And stuffs it home.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Cantor. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Great dish to set it up. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
Ed, there's certain players that when you look at them, you say, just something seems slightly off. But it finally seems like Jabari Parker's rounding back into form. Just remember a couple of years ago, he was averaging 20 points per night.
Now a three at the buzzer, and he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Gets a second to go with one more to come.
Oh, yeah, get your money, get your money.
Knocks down all three at the line. The Bulls take this one as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls put one in the win column with a solid performance. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls. The Knicks couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. The Knicks got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game track. Points in the paint.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.
I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't get a lot of me. Don't even say out of me. I rob a man, cause I know
Yo, what's going on, guys? For Complex News, I'm Speedy Mormon. This year's NBA playoffs are heating up, and all eyes are on the One and his team after their last win. The One has played a huge role in his team's playoff success, and as we all know, the postseason can be an opportunity to make history. Is the One going to lead his squad deeper into the playoffs and maybe even into the finals? We'll just have to wait to find out. Until then, for Complex News, I'm Speedy Mormon.
got your baby. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. I wanna can I vibe on it. Get live.
All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. Birds in the singing like Jodeci. I cause of my courtesy. Then do a show, pick up my currency. Versace slippers, color burgundy. Rappers be talking, think they hurting me. I took a smack, come work for me. Keep the kissing. Round the city. They looking for me. Coming up watching the on TV like that what I wanted to be. Now the one getting paid for it. Thank God that's a blessing to see. Doing shows I'm on stage for. Saint Laurent on my feet.
Got your baby. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. I wanna can I vibe on it. Get live.
I told that for me. Drop my top, now I'm a lot of these rappers getting old to me. Publishing, you owe it to me. I'm dropping the top and showing the run to the money, we tryna get fit. I got my mind and I had a vision. And then I arrived with 25. We sell out the whole facility. Not liking your vibe, your energy. I came from the with Kimberly. Assembly. We had a good time in Italy. Yo, these be lying by loyalty. Get on my knee, praying to God to cover me.
I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet.
All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Sailor on them board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. Can I vibe on it? Get live, yeah. Home side, yeah. Give me rides, yeah.
I've been going and going like the Energizer. Yeah, I'm supplying no like Elijah. In the cut, no, my run a compartmentalizer. They say life is a and if that is the case, then I'm finna surprise it. No, I am not an advisor, but I do advise you to pay attention. Never need to mention I'm the heads. Finna push it to the ledge. Yeah, my meds. Ain't got no love for the feds. Can that thing go to your head? Me watch where you tread. I'm finna kill it instead. I'm finna, well, I can never done it, and I wanna run it, and I wanna keep it going and going like infinity. Be the only entity to ever rip it apart. Finna start like this, finna heart like this, finna rip it a million miles a minute, no nitrous. Do it righteous. I've been down this road before. Everybody think that they do, but they don't. Swear to God that they would, but they won't. Spitting riddles in the middle of a pastime. Me and my mind feeling divine, like yeah. Finna get it like yeah. I done made $20 million. I don't flex to be acknowledged. At this point, it's common knowledge. All you haters been abolished. You in the club throwing dollars, but I'm saving mine so my kids go to college. Or maybe whatever they wanna do. Just as long as they never say, Daddy blew $20 million. Ay, he had to flex to be acknowledged. Ay, he in the club throwing dollars and I cannot afford to send me to college. Ay, Daddy just wanna be loved, just like everybody wanna be accepted. Ay, but somehow he had neglected me and my mama for all of this rap. Ay, no, I can up with that. Ay, no, I can up with that. Who you know dropped the album back again? I'm back again and snap again. That ain't no other way to run it, yeah, it's happening, cause I've been living in a world of my own. Leave me alone, I'm in the zone where I've been prone to destroy. You cannot avoid this, whack, have annoyed this. Yes, you know I enjoy this, preach, yeah, I'm trying to reach everybody in the streets, putting words to the beats. Each one, teach one, yeah, I'm trying to reach one. Who the beast one? That be me on the top to the east one. Tell me how you really wanna do it right now. Turn up, shout out everybody, no one heard of this, heard of us. We ain't going nowhere, it's a hurt of us. Hold up, roll up. Levitated like I'm David Blaine. Living a dream like I'm David Ames. Talk all you want, we are not the same. Step in the spot that ain't know the name. So more albums my first week than Harry Styles and Katy Perry. That ain't a sign of the times, then I don't know what is, man. It's scary, cause I've been blowing up like C4 and I'm 3 for 3 like a free throw. Anybody hating on the boy, take a step back and then now my phone blowing up like ring. Like ring. That Kevin Durant, I'm a champion. Check the numbers, I'm a champion. Can't sleep on the boy anymore, but the haters that love to hate gon' Star-Lord, champion. Know the name and they know the alias, that's for sure. Gave him 44, now here's 44 more.
I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that hit my 40 money. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, now me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shows. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me,
I gotta give them what they asked for. Like Tupac spitting at the tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters on crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No giving like 5. Still got a heart of gold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Thug modes at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me.
I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play, get cake, gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight, switch lanes, now they switching up, made. I been finessing since the 6th grade, I might cut for fade, blue face, money stacking tall, it's like 6'8", new wave, stars shining all in your face. It took me a minute, now I'm in the game, wait a minute, I've been minute, like it's minute paid, hate, I begin to it, getting paid, get away. Gotta meditate, get the guap, I'm praying and never stop. Wrists on froze, diamonds on me, do the milli rock. This yo, me when I hit the spot. Big bank rolls, used to post about a chicken spot. Had a chance, but you missed it. I can never fold, say you real, but you really not. Moving like I'm really bending. Post like O'Neal, you ain't sending. I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play, get cake, gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight, switch lanes, now they switching up, made. I been finessing since the 6th grade, I might cut her off if it fade. Wait, I just she get straight. Hey, got 1,000 ways just to get paid. I'm in BK10 up the freeway. I just made a I like, need a replay. I be getting to it every night. What's the delay? Remember I was down, tables turn like a DJ. Shorty, you should leave your man, he a cheapskate. I can make a lot of bands on a weekday. She know that I'm the man, ain't no debate. I used to like it's eBay. I'ma do the dash like a relay. Money, I just put the cash on the 3-way. Going past through the speed race. Hey, I'ma cut her off. I need space. I don't want your heart. I just need. I've been on my grind, boy. You need skates. I got in the game like it's EA. I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play, get cake. Gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight. Switch lanes, now they switching up, made. I been finessing since the 6th grade. I might cut her off if it fade. Wait, I just she get straight. Hey, got 1,000 ways just to get paid.
Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna see you sweat.
Right now, Sam. 24 hours. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cause I want all the. Hello? Dial 911. No time for the fake
Rolex, that's a bet. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Chill. Told her bye, bye, bye. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Chill. Got a lot of proof on me. Yeah. Couple M's in jewelry. Chill. I'm a rich like jet ski. Chill. And I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Chill. Small. Just name my flight. Just name my flight. 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want to. Just want to. I don't want to tell you that I'm almost. $1,000,000 cash just laying on the floor. All this I saw me dripping. Kicking, she tripping. I'm too rich to listen. Ooh, I'm picking rain still glisten. Chill. So don't lie. Ooh, no you can't stand it. Yeah. I ask you why. Yeah. Cut the check or buy.
Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. No. I ain't getting caught up with you. You should probably call your jeweler, cause none of your diamonds cold. And they supposed to be froze. Gucci on me head to toe. If you lie to me, I gotta let you go. Club, bought a broke bag. 24, time to show 'em what that. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Maxo, bust down, Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down, weigh it up, bust it down, open up, seal, look, then up, it's a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even hear, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down, by the it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play, really no buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma bust down, seal up, bust down, break it down, bust down, weigh it up, 30 down, 50, 100, seal, I'm down, stay 10 toes, I'm down, 10 toes, Jenny Craig with them, diamond dance like Chris Brown, lick on my water, don't drown, neck whip like baptized, church, MJ with the 4-5, fade away, no buns, hey what, never like a mummy, fake to a dummy, got a lot of young dummies, go roll rap with the tummy, by the apartment, I move the in abundance, buzz on the I split the like circumference, then up, it's a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even hear, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down, by the it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play, really no buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma bust down, seal up, bust down, break it down, bust down, weigh it up, 30, 50, 100, I'm down, I keep high up, yeah, it's my decorator, what else? Draw 6 like PlayStation, like station, thank you my waiting, my impatient, whoa, remix, in the base, in the den, in the kitchen, post 3 times 10, hurricane chopper, a baby, got weed like Sinead, throwing them like Luda, I'm older like a, I pass it like a, excuse me, my keep down here, cold with it like Martin, break it down, pick it up, bring it back, then up, it's a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even hear, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down, by the it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play, really no buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma bust down, seal up, bust down, break it down, bust down, weigh it up, 30,
100 down.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my
Yo, what's going on, guys? For Complex News, I'm Speedy Mormon. This year's NBA playoffs are heating up, and all eyes are on the One and his team after their last win. The One has played a huge role in his team's playoff success, and as we all know, the postseason can be an opportunity to make history. Is the One going to lead his squad deeper into the playoffs and maybe even into the finals? We'll just have to wait to find out. Until then, for Complex News, I'm Speedy Mormon.
Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you wish you never play me? Had no time for that. Play me, you got no time for that. How could you move it like you call you back? Leave me alone. Run it out the box. Leave me alone. You gonna what? Leave me alone. Run it out the box. Leave me alone. Hey, yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. You was my little, I was fine with that.